Hi everyone, so it's me, Genesis, again, and I wanted to keep an update again with you guys and let you know how am I doing on Weight Watchers this weekend. So, I am a little sad because I made really bad choices this week, and I did actually eat more than what I had to eat, and I ate uncontrollably, and I didn't even know how many points my food has had this weekend. So I am very nervous to see what is my weighting on Thursday. Hopefully before Thursday I will get myself together and just start again my normal Weight Watchers regimen. I did weigh myself. I did not gain or I did not lose. But I am hoping to see how is my weight loss on Thursday. I really hope that I lose at least 1 pound. Um, so I've been thinking because ever since I've joined Weight Watchers, my family seems to like cook more than what they usually do. Well, we always cook a lot, but my family actually they like my mom's overweight and my dad is overweight too. Um, but I don't know. I've been thinking that every time I have to go to the kitchen and just cook my meals, like when it's lunchtime or dinner time or whatever, they're in the kitchen like um probably just cooking something that I would like to eat, or they're probably just trying to tempt me. I'm not sure if they're trying to tempt me or it's just me. But I wanted to ask you guys, is it normal that when you're doing a diet, okay, and when you're trying to lose weight, for people to get jealous at you? I think it is because since I've been on Weight Watchers, we never like actually, I mean, been to a restaurant like in months. And then since I've joined Weight Watchers, like out of a sudden my sister invited me to this Mexican restaurant the other day, and I tried to eat a little bit less, half of the plate, not all of it. But I try to drink water, not sodas or juice or anything that has sugary or calories in it. So I am trying to stay myself on track and track my food. But the problem was that I didn't know how many points was that Mexican food had. So, and it wasn't on my the dining out companion book, the restaurant. So I just guessed it was like, let me see. I just guessed it was 44 pounds, 44 points. Sorry. So um, then after that, I went to that restaurant. The next day, my mom invites me to Olive Gardens, and wow, like my family, I just can't. I have a problem that I cannot go out and eat, because if I eat, I'm gonna over. If I go out to a restaurant, I'm gonna overeat what I need to eat, because first of all, there's so many tempting foods like there's like mozzarella sticks and chicken fingers that are fried, and there's so many foods and varieties of foods that my family probably just picks a appetizer, and they're just asking you like if you really want it, and I'm like, no, I don't want it. And they keep on, they keep on telling me, do you really want, are you hungry? I'm like, no, just leave me alone. And then it makes me feel uncomfortable, and I feel like, I don't know, that I just don't really, until I lose what basically like 20 pounds, I don't really want to go out and eat unless it's, I really need to do it. But I'm willing to at least do my foods at home and cook my foods at home. I feel more healthier that way, and that way I'm not tempted to eat more than what I'm supposed to eat. So that's about it, guys. Today is Sunday, and I am home again. Um, doing this video because I really want to get myself going on this Weight Watchers journey, and I wanted to work. So you guys can leave me some comments and let me know how am I doing, or just give me some tips that probably it can be helpful for me. And just comment my videos. Thank you.